It's a big one. It's the penultimate game before the break for the World Cup in Qatar. It is Rangers versus Hearts, and I'm here to preview on the Son of Scotland TV channel, guys. So make sure you leave a like, make sure you leave a comment. If you haven't subscribed already, then hit that big red subscribe button. But I'm hoping that we can hit Rangers for all 3 points later on tonight when we travel to Ibrox to play an underperforming Rangers. Let's be honest. All the times we could play Rangers, tonight is a pretty good time in my opinion. They are struggling. The fans are not happy. They want Gio out. I think Gio probably should be gone, to be fair. If the European campaign wasn't disastrous enough, I mean, domestically, they've been really poor as well. Maybe not so much results-wise, but performances. There's been a lot of teams they've sneaked past, but now, all of a sudden, in recent weeks, they haven't been getting past these teams. The likes of Livingston, really bad 1-1 draw, arguably didn't deserve anything from that. And then we look at the game against St Johnstone. I mean, Rangers had a lot of the ball, they had a lot of corners, they had a lot of shots, but how many clear-cut chances did Rangers actually create against St Johnstone? Not that many. I mean, you can cross the ball in all night long, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're creating good opportunities or that you're really creating good chances or putting teams under pressure. And I feel like Rangers don't do that. I feel like most teams have figured out their style of football in the league, and I think the best way to beat Rangers is just to be compact. You know, defend your box, defend crosses. Just make yourself hard to break down. And Rangers struggle. They don't really have a plan B. It's pretty much sidewards passing and then either across for Barisic or across for Tavernier. And most clubs have been able to deal with that. However, I feel if Nielsen tries to implement the same tactics, I feel like if Nielsen sits back and tries to do that, and if we lose, the fans are going to come out and have a go at him, and they're going to say we should have went for it, we sat back, we were too negative, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, if he goes for it and we get punished and we get caught out and we lose by a couple, then people will probably say we should have sat back, we should have tried to be better defensively, we should have stayed in our own box, stayed in our own half, be more compact, etc. So Nielsen, the only way Nielsen can win really in the eyes of the fans is by probably winning the game. And honestly, I wouldn't put that past Hearts going into this one, because we've won back-to-back league games. Even the Celtic game that we lost, I thought we played well. You know, I mean, I thought we were the better team in that game by far, and we probably should have got a result. But I mean, this is a big game, and the reason I say it's a big game is always a big game. Let's be honest, like Rangers Hearts, massive. I get it. But we've got a chance to move into third place after yesterday's results last night. Aberdeen lost, Hibernian lost, and that means now that if we win, if we can go to Ibrox and get 3 points, we will move up into third place. I know it's early, we don't have to be in third right now, it's a long, long way to go. I am sure we will get third regardless, but I would much rather be sitting in third going into the World Cup break than, let's say, be sitting in fourth or fifth, and beating Rangers gives us a chance to do that. But in terms of what players will be available, these injury lists are insane. So I'm going to read out the Rangers one, and then I will read out the Hearts one. So for Rangers, they will be without Connor Goldson, Ryan Jack, Tom Lawrence, Hadji, Suter, Kamar Roof, Ridvan Yilmaz, and Philippe Helander. Man, that's insane. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 first team players that Rangers will be without. And for Hearts, not much better. Hearts are without George Grant, Benny Benenjami, Liam Boyce, Stephen Kingsley, Craig Halkett, Gary Mackay-Steven, and Peter Haring. So, I mean, there's so many fucking players missing in this game. It's insane. And, I mean, you can almost make a case that both teams could make a better starting 11 with the injured players that they've got. That's how bad things are. That doesn't even sound possible, but it's kind of true. You know, there's just so much quality unavailable for both teams. As for the way Rangers will line up, possible starting lineup for Rangers, it's probably going to be McGregor in nets. I would say Tavernier, King, Davis and Barisic. In midfield, Sands, Lundstrom, maybe Tillman in the attacking midfield role, and then up front it's going to be Cholak, Sakala, and let's be honest, he doesn't deserve to start, but Kent will start because Gio hasn't got a set of nuts to drop him, so that's why Kent will start. As for Hearts' lineup, I'm going to go with Gordon, Smith, Civic, who in my opinion has been really good lately. Didn't think I'd ever say that, but no, I was really impressed with him, especially in that RFS game. Rolls, Cochrane, who was, you know, good there at the weekend against Motherwell. Got to give him credit. I'm not a big fan of Cochrane, but he played well there. Snodgrass, the Ballon d'Or, Mr. Andy Halliday himself. Ginelli, Forrest Mackay, and of course Shankland. He's scoring goals, so Shankland will start. So that is the most likely lineups for both sides. And as for the result, I'm going to say it's going to be a tight game, and I actually think we will get a result. I don't think we'll win, but I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. And to be fair, I would take a 1-1 draw. I mean, as much as we're all laughing at Rangers, as much as Rangers are in a turmoil and they want the manager gone, still not easy. Like, Rangers still don't lose that many domestic games at Ibrox, so we've got to be honest here. If we get a draw at Ibrox, that would be a really good result. So that's what I'm hoping for. Obviously, I'm hoping for the win, but if we get a draw, then I'd be more than happy with that. Anyway, guys, let me know your predictions down below. Let me know what scoreline you think the match will be, and I will catch you later for the review. But until then, peace.